Louis Cato and the Great Big Joy Machine, everybody. Not only, ladies and gentlemen, not only are they the greatest band, but they got the biggest hearts. They have a new album that is being sold right now. The Great Big Joy Machine, right there.
That's right.
They're auctioning off a very special signed copy of Louis Cato and the Great Big Joy Machine's album today. Super exclusive, one-of-one late show collectible signed by the entire band and yours truly, because Louis and I sing on it together. All proceeds go to Music Cares. What does that do, Louis? Tell me about Music Cares.
Music Cares is an incredible organization that provides financial support for musicians of all creeds and levels. They actually helped me through pandemic myself when we were going through all of our stuff. They make it possible for musicians to continue to live while making a living. So
great. Yeah. Scan the QR code right there. Go place your bid.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, folks, my first guest tonight is the absolute best. He's a talented comedian and a 2002 Teen Choice Award nominee. Please welcome back to The Late Show, my dear friend and yours, Mr. Jon Stewart.
It's so nice to hear them chant for Steven Spielberg is just
so generous.
It's so generous of them. Yep. I just want to tell you just the kind of friend that Stephen Colbert is to me and how necessary he is in my life as my dear friend. We're backstage. I'm back there waiting to come on to The Late Show to celebrate my friend, not to eulogize this show, but to celebrate it and the joy that it's brought to so many people. And the people may not be aware, I don't dress very well.
No. I assume that under that you are also wearing sweatpants.
That's probably right. So I'm back there and I'm dressed up and I figure, well, this is special. I should probably button my suit. But I don't know, there's 2 buttons and I chose wrong. I chose the low button and my good friend Stephen Colbert, who spotted it like a falcon from his desk, soared over and went, buddy, may I? Flip, 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 flip.
Yep.
And then when I came out here, you very calmly, so that the people don't know what an idiot I am, go, you might want to...
Before you sit down.
That's what we're dealing with. This is a lovely man.
Can I put a little cherry on that?
Put a cherry on top.
Here's the
Put
thing.
a cherry on top.
This is what I learned. This is what I learned years ago.
Yeah.
I learned this from Anderson Cooper, actually.
Oh.
Okay? Nattily dressed. The man, he's got style. He said to me, you can keep it buttoned when you're interviewing someone until, if you're seated, until you get to the critical moment of the question. You go like this. You'll go, now, let me ask you.
Oh.
Like that.
Power.
That's when he gets serious.
That's a power move.
Scott Pelley's version of that over at 60 Minutes is, so you're saying. He takes the glasses off.
Can I tell you my version of that?
Yep.
Say something. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, I don't mind, but
by the way,
can't be
both
damp
of those
for
guys,
Spielberg.
and this is, and I don't know if this is a problem with network news in general, but those guys are jacked. Like Pelley
Anderson?
and Cooper, jacked.
Guns. Pelley works out in his office to Fanfare for the Common Man.
See, that seems, if I may say so, somewhat fascistic. That actually,
yeah.
But listen, you guys are, what are you in late night? Number one?
What?
You're number one.
I think we are, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I don't know anymore. Doesn't really matter.
so, I just think it's so smart what CBS is doing. I just think it's such a good move. To take this show off the air and then to also ruin your evening news and then reduce 60 Minutes to like 6 good ones. I think it's so smart. Here's what I believe they're doing.
Yes?
I think they're tanking for a draft pick. I think that's...
Yeah, sure, yeah.
How have you have maintained such grace through this process. I would not have been able to.
Fun? I'm having fun with my friends, that's how. You get to come on here, I get to hear those guys, these lovely people. And you know what, I also learned how to, do the job under a lot of pressure from this friend of mine named Jon Stewart. We started working together. I've done a late night show of my own for 21 years. You and I started working together 27 years ago.
Oh, dear God.
Look at those guys.
I didn't see that. You know what? Widen out for a moment. I just want to see, can you get our faces in here? Now, we're in the wrong areas. So if I'm not mistaken, and again, this is no disrespect to me, but one of us has not aged as well as the other. And
I don't know about
this.
that.
This really looks like a double-blind study where they gave one of these people is getting age-defying peptides, and the other one is getting a placebo. And if I may, and I mean no disrespect to myself.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I have gotten the placebo. Can I tell you this?
What?
Mark Twain once said this. I think it was an excellent quote. Time is a mother.
Yes. Yeah.
Look at
She's
everything.
a harsh mistress. You look fantastic.
Oh, it's so
Mr.
kind of you to say. I've been as you get older, your body it changes. Everything shifts around. You know what I find I don't look good in anymore?
What?
Pictures.
I'm not that thrilled about how I look on the radio.
Oh, stop.
Yes.
But I'll take pictures, and I always have to say to Tracy, like, we'll take the picture, and I'll go, is that what I look like? And, like, it's literally like the iPhone camera.
Yes.
And she's like, no. That's, I don't know what happened. It looks like a Japanese snow monkey snuck into our picture.
Yeah, but I disagree. I think you look very healthy. I think you look very healthy.
That's very kind
You've got a
of you to say.
tan, which I find offensive. And, I look forward to having some marrow back in the bones.
Buddy, it's
because
coming.
you're somebody who has left late night once or
Yes.
twice before.
Yes, sometimes on my own volition, sometimes not.
Yes.
Yes.
You've been fired.
Oh, I've been
before.
fired, buddy.
Talk to me. I haven't been fired yet. Tell me how about
In your
fired.
life?
No, I've been fired, but I've never lost a late night show before.
Oh,
So
it's
tell
the
me.
best.
Really? How about the Paramount? You were at the Paramount show.
I was at the Paramount
I was there
show.
for one of the last shows, actually.
Were you really?
I came there with, I think Higgins got us tickets.
Oh, Stevie
So,
Higgins.
Yeah.
Stevie Higgins was our head writer.
Yep.
And has been, executive producing over at SNL for decades, and just a wonderful guy, and the whole family.
Yeah, wonderful folks.
Wonderful. But we got the term back then was canned. I don't know what they call it now.
Yeah.
And they put security guards at the exits. We had 2 more weeks to go, and they put security guards at all the exits. Like I was going to
What were
run
you
out
gonna-
a fax machine. We didn't have anything of value.
Jon Stewart is known for stripping buildings for copper to buy meth. Yeah, that's crazy.
Thank you for giving me that.
That was
idea.
Paramount too, right?
Son of a bitch. Yes,
was.
it was.
Because Paramount
was-
it was syndicated by Paramount, right?
Let me tell you what happened. So David Ellison was 8 years old at the time. And he walks into my office. Hey, you listen here, buddy. That's I can't even do the
That was
8-year-old
very
voice.
good. That was
Yeah.
spooky. That was
but
very
they did
good.
it. But the show spiraled so out of control.
Why?
In those because I was not a mature grown-up like you are.
Oh.
Holding it together. So we lost our
Wasn't Letterman one of your last guests?
Letterman was our last guest.
Very last.
Very last guest. He said to me something very profound. He said, don't confuse cancellation with failure. And I thought that was profound.
Uh-huh.
And then he said, don't confuse cancellation with failure. But then he said, but in this case, it is also a failure.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you have a favorite? I mean, I got fired from things like construction jobs. Like, did you have anything that...
Oh, I've been fired.
What was your favorite being fired?
My first job ever was the first time I got fired.
What'd you do?
So it was in the heyday of malls had just made their appearance. It was like 1976, 1977.
Uh-huh.
And I got a job in the stock room at Woolworths, if you remember.
You were a stock boy at Woolworths? What was FDR like, John? A stock boy at Woolworths? I ran a coal scuttle on a steam train.
Look, Stephen, you know, you can make your jokes, but people needed their penny candies. And who was going to fix their giant wheeled bicycles?
Okay, so you're a stock boy at Woolworths.
Yeah, and back then, Woolworths sold everything. I don't know what they do now, but like pets, like...
Honest to God.
You'd walk into a Woolworths,
birds.
There would be birds flying around that a stock boy had let loose by mistake. And it was giant.
Yeah.
So the stock room was the entire basement, 10,000 square feet, filled with stock shelves. And this was at the advent of the beanbag chair, which was a tremendous... You guys have AI.
Science had recently invented the bag.
Oh. Science has said, what if we make a chair that has no shape? It could just be whatever your ass does to it.
Yeah, sure.
So, my friend George and I, who was also one of the stock boys, it was also the advent of ABC Wide World of Sports and cliff diving. So...
Oh, no, Acapulco?
Acapulco cliff diving, my brother. We would pile up the beanbag chairs.
Of course you would.
Climb to the top of the stock shelves, and half gainer, full gainer, double twist, flip. Here's the thing about beanbag chairs. They are not adhered to the ground in any way. So if you hit wrong, you'd fire one across the floor. And one day I wiped out about $1,000 worth of aquariums.
With fish or empty?
Once I hit them, empty.
Okay, sure.
Now, a normal situation, if it wasn't maybe your first job, you might tell somebody that a terrible mistake had been made. In my situation, I thought, I have the key to the incinerator and the compactor. I'm just gonna shovel this in there as fast as I can.
No.
Here's where it gets ugly. My boss at the time, the assistant manager at the Woolworths, is my older brother.
Well, you couldn't just go to him and say, I up, and what do I do?
What kind of relationship do you have with your family? What? Share a vulnerable moment? No. I was one of these. I think I just destroyed a bunch of this stuff and tried to throw it in the incinerator. And he was like, well, tick-tock, mother. Punch your card and go home. And I was let go by... Have you ever been fired by someone? Went home for a consoling dinner, and there they were.
No.
Pass the mashed potatoes, traitor! How dare you, sir?
Well, it sounds like you handled that with enormous grace.
Oh, I was...
And I admire that so much.
Oh, pipe down, you.
All right.
I'm excited.
You know what?
I am old. No, I was just going to say that we are getting to the age. You know, someone is literally calling me right now. And
Who it is?
I don't know who it is.
Who is it?
Oh, gee. All right.
Who is it? Who is it?
So here's, can I tell you what's very strange about that?
Yeah, who is it?
All right. That was my mother. She's 92 years old, so in 5 more years, she'll be CBS's target demographic. No, let me say this though about
yeah.
this in
Go ahead,
CBS's defense. Network television is built so that old people can solve fictional murders using forensics. That's the whole purpose of it. So she must have heard me
Yes,
talking
of course.
about my brother. She was going to call and just go, oh,
Yeah, the mommy senses were tingling.
where are you?
So you now, sir, as
Yep.
I leave this, the CBS family, the Paramount Skydance family, you now
I
are
would
the
call it
only
family.
person in the corporation left in late night. Good luck. You are. There used to be more of us. Now it's
That's
you. It's gonna be-
chilling.
On Monday, this
I
coming
don't-
Monday, you're going to be the only one in late night for the CBS Paramount Skydance Corporation, and I am happy for you.
Here's the only saving grace that I think that I have is that I don't think Trump has cable. I really think
I've noticed that.
I think
I've
it's
noticed
a
that.
network thing. I don't
Yep.
think it has basic cable. But let me tell you something,
Uh-huh.
buddy. And I truly mean this. And what upsets me about this situation is that, first of all, you're just a tremendous human and one of my favorite people. So that's all of that. But second of all, I've seen your talents from Exit 57 to,
You saw my
Strangers with
talents in Exit
Candy
57?
to writing to he can do whatever he wants to do. But the ubiquitous bloviating of the commander-in-chief has put us all as defined as who we are in opposition to him.
That's right, yeah.
And it's just a ridiculous framing.
Yeah.
It's a minute portion of the joy machine that you call your show. And it's annoying. And let me say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, not just for this show, but for the country. The day, oh people, close your eyes and dream. The day that the electorate in this great nation we call home repudiates this putrid administration, the day that that happens, my brother, there will be, and I mean this, the day that that happens, there will be a joyful noise from the bowels of this great country that will make Hungary's repudiation of Orban look like an Amish Sabbath. And it's going to happen. We are tired.
Yeah.
We are tired.
You can tell people are exhausted by it.
And your staff, may I say something about your staff is also, they're
They're the best. They're extraordinary. Unbelievably
extraordinary.
focused. Their own leaders. I admire them, and I'm so proud to be one of them.
Ish. But the other thing about them is they are so game. You were kind enough to lend me your desk when I wasn't having a show, and you always said, if you ever get a wild hair about something,
Sure.
come by the show and we'll throw something together and we'll do something. And I lived under the desk for a while, and
Yep.
I would come out. Your staff is so competent and excellent, but also, almost more importantly, game. You said something so wise to me once, which was get yourself in trouble. And it's an ethos about challenge yourself creatively, do all these things. And they would always do that. And I am, as you know famously, not a particularly good long-term planner. So I would challenge them. My last appearance on the show, right before I went back to The Daily Show, I talked and I said, wouldn't it be funny if we did a bit that showed where I had been living all this time as I had to move out? Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yes.
And I always did it to Jay Ketzier, your head writer,
yes,
who was always my wingman
yeah,
on any of the bits.
Yes.
Fantastic guy, one of the most brilliant comedy writers, and just lovely individual. So I'd call him the day before and I'd say, wouldn't it be funny if we show them that room? Sure, that'd be funny. Jay, wouldn't it also be funny if in that room I had, I don't know, a James Bond-like bookcase where I could pull a book and it would open? The bookcase would open, revealing more of my lair. Wouldn't that be funny, Jay? Sure. Jay, wouldn't it be funny if when it opened, it revealed that I'm raising alpacas?
Oh, I remember. Oh, I remember.
Wouldn't that be funny, Jay? Mm-hmm. I'm coming on the next day. I'll never forget. Jay gets here, calls me at 11 o'clock at night. A little bit of edge in his voice.
Yeah, Rare for Jay.
Rare for Jay. And he says to me, they'll build the room, but the alpacas can't be here till 1.
That's why you're in show business.
That's
why you do one of these shows.
And that's why this show is the best. And you're the best. And you know what, Stephen?
Hold on.
I don't want,
Now, I want you to know that the conversations you had over there, they'd get to me. I'd get updates every so often. And I'm working on something like this, and I go, what's happening? Do we have an alpaca? I believe you asked for a llama, and they said, we can only get an alpaca. And I said, he won't know the difference. That'll be fine.
I went home that night and said, you won't believe the they pulled on me today. That was no llama. That was a long-necked llama.
Do you have more to say?
I was gonna.
Well, that's fine. We
have.
I just want you to know that this will go online, right? We'll put this online.
Good.
But we're like so beyond
Understood.
the time we had allotted for you. And it was not a short amount of time.
No. And I understood. And here's the problem.
And by the way, I believe one
disciplined.
question.
Yes.
I believe one question.
I am not a disciplined performer.
Yes.
So what
I don't want you to
do,
be. That's not why we love you.
Everybody has been coming up with a bit to sort of end their thing. They sang you a song, they wrote you a poem, they did all that. I am not talented. So I'm not doing any of that.
Go ahead.
But and also, why do that? An ephemeral wind of nothing that blows away like humbug? No, you deserve something tangible, something that you have earned. You deserve a gift that befits the sacrifice and work that you have put into this show, and that can show you the life you can lead and the life that I am leading now that I'm not really in show business. So boys, bring it out.
Oh, shoot, man.
My man! Oh, are you gonna enjoy watching Matlock and this mother?
Oh.
And let me tell you something.
Oh.
Here's the thing.
Not right now, John.
There you go.
I'm gonna hit the colonoscopy button in just a moment.
Here we go. Here we go.
It vibrates.
Yep. This is what I'm talking about. And is my guy coming up? Hold on. There we go.
There you
so
go.
anybody can have one that has levers and fulcrums and stuff, but this doesn't do it. But I haven't really given you the Fiesta La Resistance of this. The thing about these chairs is as you get comfortable in them, you start to think to yourself, am I going to have to expend energy to get out of it? No. Stephen, get ready for the ride of your life. Down, press the up button, press the up button.
Okay.
Press it, and hold on. Wait, stop. No, you know what? No. This tribute isn't complete. Stephen, this tribute doesn't represent the joy that you brought to me as my friend and the joy that you've brought to this country as one of its leading entertainers. No, what this moment needs is something so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Andra Day.